Hello, beautiful spirit. Yes, and welcome to another episode of Come Through, where I do energetic readings and also get energetic clarity readings and also share personal stories or experiences to help inspire you to be your best self and how to operate in this world we are living here right now the best way possible with the best cheat sheet I can give you, my dear. Yeah, so come through. Yeah, your girl has a 10. So just before I even get started, I came back from Hawaii. I had a lot going on, and that is why I wasn't able to do a reading for the new moon in Virgo. Now, I love this because I'm a Virgo rising, Gemini sun, Leo moon, Virgo rising. So I was here for it, behind me. With all the prepping I had to do and getting ready for that, I had guests coming in. Shout out to my dad and Miss Salita, who accompanied us to Hawaii as our guests. And we just had a fabulous time. And then after that, they came back to California. They came and stayed. And so I had a house guest of folks and it's just been nonstop house guests for me. But it's all good. I'm glad that I'm surrounded by love and a loving tribe. So needless to say, the healer needed time to heal and did not have time to do a reading. But I'm here now. And so happy birthday to all the Virgos out there, my mutable earth energy. Woo, woo, woo. Being a Virgo rising, hey, I'm here for it. Like I said, I guess people think I am a Virgo, but it's all good. It's all good. I love my Virgos. One of my most famous Virgo happens to be Michael Jackson. And I was so blessed that I wound up performing on the 29th of September. That was the other thing. My father had never seen me perform live. And so he was able to see me perform live for the very first time. And I ended out my third set with honoring famous Virgos and Leos of August. And so I was able to sing on Michael Jackson's birthday, and I did You Are Not Alone and Rock With You All Night. So yeah, wonderful experience with that. So next time, come check me out at the Oaks Club. Next one I think would be for me as of now would be October 31st, but I got some other dates working up and around. It's happening. Okay, but neither here nor there. So again, I'm over here with a nice little tan. I followed my last experience and I veiled myself. So I told you this may be my new thing. So I'm rocking out. Let's see what downloads happen with the spiritual team. Without further ado, this message is for you on how best to work and operate with this wonderful total lunar eclipse. Okay, we are in a lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces today on the 7th. So beautiful people, buckle up, buttercup, because you know an eclipse can bring a whole lot. Look, I got my beads. Oh, she is ready. Look, she ready. Because girlfriend going through a lot right now. Positive. It's all positive. We going to keep it moving, keep positive thoughts in our brains and our minds and our feelings and our energy for the best, wonderful outcome. But I'm here for it in this very dreamy, spiritual, psychic energy of Pisces dreaminess coming through. As always, we start first with the tarot cards. This one came out sideways. It is the Ace of Swords, some air energy. Ace of Swords, triumphant success, triumphant success. And underneath, we have number 8, the Strength card with the message of power, come through. I love it. Yes. And so this whole experience or this reading so far is letting me know that once again, being that it is a total eclipse, lunar eclipse with this wonderful moon, eclipse brings extreme change, unexpected change, some kind of dramatic change. But it also, because it's a full moon, it also brings about a oh wait, hold on. I hear music from my hubby. Hold on. Let me pause this. Can I pause this? How do I pause this? Oh my. Okay, I think he already turned it down. But anyway, okay, so lunar eclipse brings about full moon. I'm sorry, let me get my train of thought back. Full moon brings about a time of release, a time of completion, a time of letting go. All right. So it's definitely a reset energy that we need to embrace. All right. And so with it being so powerful, and this is very special because our current north node is in Pisces, while our south node is in Virgo. And so here we are with a Virgo sun energy that we're experiencing this season, and the full moon is in opposition in Pisces. What does that mean? A lot, honey. So a little information, Virgo is considered to be the detail-oriented analyzer, fixer, person of service, always willing to help. This is when my Virgo rising kicks into high gear, but they're also known as the perfectionists. Well, Pisces is known as the dreamy, psychic, compassionate water energy. So we got earth and we got water that work well together, but they're in opposition of each other. All right. And so they're both mutable energy, which means they will flex. They're the most flexible of their element. And you have them colliding in a sense right now because Virgo wants to fix something, but Pisces wants to stay in its let it go, let it flow, dreamy state. And because Pisces is in our true north, we're supposed to be heading with that let it go, let it be, learn something from this experience while we're in this dream state. Our south node, and keep this in mind, our north node is our path to enlightenment. This is how, so it's so important that you know your natal chart. My north node is in Libra. I am here to work in partnerships with others. Libra is all about balance. I am here to maintain my true path is learning to balance, be in moderation, and work in partnership. Fight for justice, be in fairness, okay? That live my truth and be in truth, in fairness. My south node is in Aries. Your south node is your past karma, your past experience, your past challenges, obstacles, things that you are now graduating from. So if elementary school and high school would be your south node, these are the things that you've done in the past. Now, in my more mature state and flexibility with the wisdom and knowledge that I've gained in life, I've now graduated and I'm heading towards my north node. So Aries is known as the me, possessive, aggressive energy. So that's my past karma and my past life. I gotta learn to, instead of being, and Aries is known as the independent. So I have to learn, or my path to enlightenment is learning that I'm not here to do everything by myself. Now, even though for a long time, that's all I've been programmed to do is figure it out by myself, I'm now in a mature space to understand that I'm supposed to work well with others. I'm supposed to work with partnership. I'm supposed to make my life that much easier. It helps me to be able to work well with others. And that's how I live. So I hope that helps you to understand why it's so important to know your north node, your south node, your path, your north node, your path to enlightenment, your south node to know where you're supposed to grow from, but also understand your sun, moon, and rising, the person, the essence of you. Come through. All right. So I explain all of that to come back around to the tarot card. Okay. So now you understand the energy we are working with. Virgo wants to fix it, but we got some stuff in our past that we gotta work out, and it's coming up to the forefront with this eclipse energy. All right. We have again that triumphant success. So right now, this Ace of Sword air energy is letting me know that once again, aces bring nothing but new projects, new beginnings in some sort, but it's also bringing about communication, logic, mental agility. It's about figuring out the most logical, sensible way to handle things, to speak things out, to get things moving, to get things grooving. And it's great success when you work to communicate well, to be clear, to be transparent, to work and utilize this throat chakra. Now, understand this. With the sword, the swords bring twofold energy. Just like you can deal it and express it, be aware that it also comes with some mental agility in obstacles, situations. It ain't that easy. It's like doing gymnastics. You're going to do some practice runs, some tumbles, some cartwheels, but you can handle it. You can deal with it if you stay in balance with your logical self and work through it to come up with the best plan of action. All right. Now, working well with this 8, which is technically the 8 is the strength card in tarot. The word they gave was power, even like the picture of the duality of animal and man. All right, the lion and this wonderful spirit over here dealing with and embracing its animalistic senses and traits and characteristics to embody strength, to embody power. So what does this tell me? With this 1, with this ace, with this 8, we always have the strength, the power within us. It is up to us to utilize that power and that strength to get through anything that's thrown at us. Now, because again, we're dealing with South Node and North Node energy in the same signs of Pisces and Virgo, while being in Virgo season and opposition moon of Pisces currently right now, is letting us know that the things that we've been dealing with so far, the culmination of everything, because Pisces is a culmination of all the zodiac, the previous 11 zodiac signs. It really is. It's a mixed bag of everything that we've learned, dealt with. It's a little bit of this from Aries, a little bit that from Taurus, a little bit from Gemini, a little bit from Virgo, a little bit from Leo. It is a little bit of everything now given into a big package. But also what is included in that is also the willingness to escape, because it is so much to take in. So you will find that a lot of Pisces, dominant Pisces people, Piscean people have to go and withdraw, retreat, become in solitude. Now, I understand this because I have 3 planetary placements in the 12th house, which is ruled by Pisces. That's called a stellium. And because of that, that is a lot of energy and influence on my chart. It happens to be ruled in my moon, which is my emotional side, my Mars, which is my action side, how I take action and do things and react, and also my Saturn, my discipline, my time, my restriction, my way of doing things in a routine, my lessons learned, my karma. All of that is in the sign of 12th house Pisces. So hear me when I say I am dealing with some stuff that happened in the past. Well, right now I'm being forced. I'm being forced right now to deal with it and handle it. And it's all happening in divine order. I have been receiving messages from my mom to carry out a plan. Been seeing her number all over the place, been dreaming, been weeping, and grieving, and well, I wouldn't say grieving, just really missing my mom, but her physical sense. but I'm also being led to close out a chapter. Like I said, full moons and eclipse season is the best time to close out a particular chapter. So with this being said, for these new beginnings and whatever the projects or where you were cleaning house for these last 3 months, because it's so crazy. Prior to, we had Leo season and we had Cancer season, letting us know without a shadow of a doubt. And I remember this wholeheartedly from the last message, that it was time to clean house. Truth. And it's so funny because truth is right underneath 20. Truth was being revealed to so many people, my friends, family. I've heard several stories from people. Truth in its most harshest sense was being told to people in the most different and craziest and diverse ways. It was hard truth. Truth that hurt people's feelings, had people crying, had people in sadness and everything. But it was a necessary truth that had to be shown, had to be seen, had to be experienced to learn and take data from on how best to navigate from this point on with particular people, situations, careers, you name it, partnerships, relationships, you name it, and it was happening. It was happening, and it was happening hard. No one was safe from this, in the sense of you had to make some moves and take in some harsh truths and proceed forward with those harsh truths. I've heard people had to transfer jobs, quit people, stop dating folks, making major moves across state lines. I mean, you name it, it's been happening. Distancing themselves from family members, you name it, it's been happening. And so now this is giving the message that it's all coming together to come into completion, to finish out this cycle as we prepare for a new cycle, a new season. I'm glad that we're getting ready to usher in fall. It's coming right around the corner. Kids are going back to school. We are getting ready and gearing up for this next season of things. And so we have to close the book and close the chapter on this old stuff. And so this energy right now is helping us to do that. Now, moving on. We have 50, which is actually a 5, which is also a numerology change. We have what? I gotta laugh. 12th house. 12th house. Introspection. So these last 2 zodiac cycles, like I said, because the same message was coming up in Cancer and in Leo. It required, and because we were also dealing with that Mercury retrograde, everything happens in synchronistic divine order. Hear me when I say that. It's not of a coincidence. So anytime you think it's of a coincidence, please reprogram your mind and understand, no, it's synchronicity. It's synchronicity versus coincidence. Retrograde time was the time for the review, which is how we wound up getting this harsh truth. And we were forced to do some introspection. Well, guess what? Here we go again. Pisces rules the 12th house, and it is that space of introspection. Just like I mentioned how it is the place and space of solitude, to go within, to find the compassion for yourself, as well as finding space and room to how you want to navigate to help others. But first and foremost, you have to reassess, review, and figure out and reevaluate how you can best work on yourself. 12th house is also the place of hidden things, stuff that's done in secrecy. It's mystic. So traditionally, Pisces traditionally was always ruled by Jupiter. In modern tarot, in modern astrology, it is currently ruled by Neptune, the planet of illusions and dreams. That's why in this dreamy space, because Pisces is also known as the escape artist, they're more so be aware. Pisces energy is the space of can easily be with addiction, a way to escape and to not deal with reality, but yet and still go further into my mind and my dreamlike state. it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier on the soul. It's easier on the spirit, which causes, again, the space of introspection. So right now, this is the message of introspection. And underneath that is the 11th house, exploration, 47. 47, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 becomes 2. Okay? So now we got 2. We got a 2, an 8, a 1 on the ground, and a 5. Okay. So, yes. So at this time, 9th house is the house of Sagittarius, the explorer. Okay, the mover and the shaker and the disbursement of knowledge and of wisdom. And so there is room for exploration as we go through these things. You know what? And I really feel the need, Spirit is telling me right now, to read introspection more so than exploration, because without introspection, I'm getting it already, without introspection, there is no room for exploration. Yeah, so I need that to be understood, come through. Yep. And I got my new readers, my other new readers. All right, so what do we have? 12th house, introspection. If your chart was a village map, the 12th house would be a quiet place. The sun is in the 12th house just after sunrise, a time for prayer and meditation, for dreaming our deepest dreams. The 12th house is your inner child world, containing both the fairyland into which we might escape and the monsters that live underneath your bed. This is your action. Introspect. This situation is complex, so learn what's going on behind the scenes before you act. Look for private motives, hidden enemies, or surprise angels. Take time alone to develop an idea or listen within. The 12th house speaks of both who you are when no one's looking and the fact that your fate is intrinsically linked to every other sentient being. Work with this metaphor. We are all cells in the body of the divine. It's essential that you take care of yourself, your individual cell, and honor who you are, but you must acknowledge that you work within an organism, i.e., your family and culture, which operates within the body of all creation. If you just take care of yourself and disregard the rest, you become a cancer that brings illness to the great body. If you deny your individuality, you can't do what you were born to do. Both realities are clear and true. You do exist independently, and you're part of the collective. It's just a perspective shift. It's impractical to get lost in oneness, whether in spiritual bliss or over-identification of a group, and neglect your individual health. But it can be spiritually painful to feel stuck in an isolated single-cell mindset. Spiritual practice can help you find an important midpoint between a disconnected, lonely state and a state of connection. Connection to one another, to a cause, or to the divine. Grounding, oh my God. And that's why right now I'm working with these. These are my red jasper. Great for grounding. Grounding helps you return to your personal path. Challenges. It may be hard to find a healthy place between feeling subsumed by a group or dwelling in a stunned isolation. The 12th house asks you to face your fears. Now, the gift is in quiet moments of prayer, meditation, and creative bliss, feel that deep connection to the source and know that you are not alone. I like that. I like that a lot. And so what I definitely know is this: when you take the time out to do your introspection work, it does provide you more space to be able to step out and explore what you feel, explore more of what you yearn for, what your heart desire is, but also what's important with the ninth house or the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius energy brings about, I went on a trip, now I come back to disperse the information. I'm here to teach and expand not only my mind, but expand others by sharing what I've learned. These two cards work well together in that sense of what have you learned by standing in your power and in your strength, when that truth was told to you, you stood in your power and you start planning. You started planning and started implementing something new for all major triumphant success. So this is so important. 12th house, come through. Pisces energy is hitting one. Now, next one is psychometry. Psychometry, sensitivity. So this is when you hold something in your hand, an object. A lot of mediums work with this energy. And you're getting a read off of stuff, okay? Sometimes you've held something, you're like, oh, this doesn't feel right, or, oh, this feels great. I get this a lot when I'm picking stones or precious gems and stones for myself. I get a feeling, a knowing, an understanding when I'm touching something. And so it's a great sensitivity. It's a great gift to have. That one is sensitivity. And underneath the deck, we have, once again, thunder and lightning with the message of what? Power. So one of the things that is really being pushed right here is please stand in your power. I'm having a flashback right now on a download that one of the main cards that kept showing up in these last readings was stand your ground. So let's take that one step further. It was the 7 of Wands and it was stand your ground. So taking it one step further would be the message of stand in your strength, stand in your power, stand in knowing that this too shall pass, that this momentary issue or obstacle or situation or person is just a minute situation that you have to deal with, but the power is within you and you can exude power. It's coming forth from you. If you open up and do the work that you need to internally so that it can show up in the most healthiest way, with the most healthiest boundaries, with the most healthiest and successful results, because you did it and you fell in line and how to navigate to get it done. Come through. Yes. I'm going to read psychometry. And yeah. That's what's calling me because we got the power. I got the power. Yes, I know somebody remember that song. I'm aging myself. Come through. Psychometry, sensitivity. Your sensitivity is increasing at this time. You may find that what once excited you no longer appeals, and that you are leaving behind certain friends, what we just got to talking about, certain friends and pastimes, as you continue to walk your spiritual path. In busy places such as malls, shopping malls, nightclubs, and pubs, you might feel drained or that people's energy are too frantic for you. As your sensitivity heightens, your body may no longer tolerate synthetic foods. I know I've been experiencing that. Synthetic foods, GMs, pre-processed, ready-made meals, sugar, wheat, alcohol, or caffeinated and carbonated sugary drinks. Don't worry that life will become boring, though it won't. As your tastes change, you will become accustomed to a new and more gentle approach to life. I.e. soft life. I like that. Come through. And your old desires will melt away naturally as you adopt a healthy lifestyle, making you feel even more alive. And so the incantation is fruits and veggies, all natural foods, contribute well to my mood. Spiritual gifts heighten while I embrace a healthy lifestyle. Okay. So fruit and veggies, all natural foods, contribute well to my mood. Spiritual gifts heighten while I embrace a healthy lifestyle. Okay, I got it rhyming now. All right, so other meanings could be check in with your emotions. Come through. Check in with your power, your introspection. Check in with your emotions. You could benefit from complementary healing. Use environmentally friendly products instead of harsh chemicals. Man, there is a reason why I switched a lot of my stuff that I put on my body or in beauty, lipsticks, nails, it doesn't matter. I use stuff that is either vegan or clean ingredient. 9 times out of 10, it's both. Even from my shampoos, conditioners, I really work well to go and find stuff that offers vegan or clean ingredients to get the look that I'm going for. Or and it, like I said, even with lotion, shea butter, I'm into my shea butters. I use that as a basis first before I put anything else on. Even with your perfumes and things of that magnitude, it goes deep. It definitely goes deep. Even with my clothes, I really push to find cottons now. I stopped buying anything that's looking like a polyester rayon, lycra, and all this other stuff. I mean, I did buy it in the past, but now that I've gotten more knowledgeable and more conscious in everything that I do, I make sure that those are the things that I strive for. Cotton, breathable silks, like I'm serious. It goes serious like that. But you never know. But that's me. So who knows? You may be drawn to eliminate dairy products and adopt a vegetarian or vegan diet. Come through. All right. So that was pretty good. You know what? And since we're on it, let me go ahead and read Thunder and Lightning because I like that power came out twice. So I need to read. There's a message for power. Let's go with that. You have so many strengths, yet you allow people to take away your power. When your words are discounted or your actions mocked, your light fades. You may tell yourself it doesn't matter as long as you know the real truth, but the danger comes when you start to believe others' dismissive attitudes towards you. Now is the time to take a stand, stand your ground, take a stand, and to assert your authority so that you can grow fully in your power and shine your light. Come through. Otherwise, you will deny not only yourself, but others who could benefit from your gifts. Draw inspiration from the electrical charge of lightning. Learn the authority of thunder and stand bold. Never give your power away again. I love that. The incantation is, spiteful words I won't allow. No longer will I scrape and bow. I grow in strength, not silently. I reclaim my power. Become more truly me. That is beautiful. Now, the other divination meanings is seeing lightning or dreaming about it also denotes an opportunity to express and cleanse yourself of any deep-seated anger you hold. Lightning is a buildup of energy seeking release. Ooh, that's a good one. Hearing distant thunder indicates that it is still time to manage a potentially difficult situation. So once again, it's been brought about, a difficult situation has been brought up. Now, I purposely decided to do an impromptu card pulling. These are the surrender cards. I decided to do that because, again, full moon energy is all about letting go of something, letting go and surrendering, and that has been a main message that I have been receiving a lot lately. Not only for myself, but again from what I'm hearing from others, from people I'm advising, and I just see this is now this eclipse season. It's time to let go. So let me do a reading. I already shuffled the cards. Let me do a reading to see what is message for the collective. What is the message for the collective of what to surrender for their best and highest good? Working with this energy in Pisces, this Pisces full moon come through. Open heart, open my book. What does the collective need to know, heal, hear? Ooh, this is the first one. Surrender obsessive thinking. Surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. That was one of my main messages for my own reading as well. A day ago, 2 days ago. Man, seriously. And it has been helping me tremendously. So, receive. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve a problem. Come through. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Okay. And then we have surrender your fear of intimacy. Surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Now, I'm getting an additional download with this one, and it's saying that a lot of times we close up our heart to protect ourselves from getting hurt. But just like this two-folded sword, when you close up your heart, you fail to let love, compassion, and other gifts come through to help you in your healing or your dealing with things. So please keep in mind it's a two-way. Yes, it's a defensive mechanism, but are you really defending yourself or are you blocking your blessing? This is something else to really do some introspection on. What are you doing? Has it been your strategy? And with this full moon, it's time to do something different to close the chapter. Ooh, come through. I receive. Thank you. All right. And underneath the deck, we have surrender your need. Surrender. Oh, that is good. Surrender your need to always be right. And underneath that was surrender defensiveness. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I got to read both of these. All right. Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. So I just had this conversation with my dad, and we was talking about this. And one of the things that I was taught when taking all life coaching and emotional growth classes and things like that is the most flexible always wins. And that's the truth of the matter. The most flexible always wins. And taking this to another level, sometimes the need to be right will be overshadowed by the result you're looking for or attracting to come to you. Okay? And so be transparent, speak your truth. But if the other person is having a hard time understanding that or listening, or feel that they almost feel like they are in their right, let them feel that they're right. Let them. Whatever. I just had a conversation with my auntie about this. The most neutral way of thinking something is, let's agree that we disagree and leave it at that. Let's agree that we disagree, because I'm not going to agree with you and you're not going to agree with me. So let's at least agree that we disagree. And we can end it at that. And I'll go on my way to do what I need to do, and you can go on your way to do what you need to do. Hopefully, in the end, a compromise can be established, but sitting and arguing with a person back to back to back to back because you want to be right and they want to be right, nothing will happen. It won't be conducive. So we got to find a happy medium. Ooh, that was so good. Thank you. Download. And then surrender defensiveness. I have to read this one. Oh, I love her with this sword. Surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered, I like this, empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Oh my God, I swear I'm hearing this, I'm seeing this, I'm experiencing this. I get it. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Sometimes, again, remember, being defensive and not listening to someone or not agreeing and going back and forth. I'm right, you're wrong. I'm right, I'm wrong is not the best way to go. If a resolution is here and you're here for that, and that is your outcome, you got to be flexible to work things out, find a compromise and a healthy way to communicate. but doing it with healthy boundaries. Come through. I am receiving that and I'm sharing that with you. So, beautiful spirit, that concludes your reading for how to best work with this total lunar eclipse in Pisces. And so I'm telling you, it is a doozy, but I know you can handle it, my beautiful spirit. And please, 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 before I sign off, I'm going to give you some couple of things. Please hit that like button, like, share, subscribe. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the energy. I appreciate the reciprocating of energy. And because I'm not here alone. I really am not. I'm here as a community person to inspire one and all in the best way possible. And so the best way I can do that is I definitely depend on my community to help inspire others as well. And so if you know this message could help somebody who definitely needs to hear it, please feel free to please share that. Okay. Share it with someone who definitely needs some help and assistance and needed to hear this message just like you needed to hear it. Come through. It was all in divine alignment. I'm a firm believer that all my readings are timeless. All my readings are, when you receive a reading, you were supposed to hear that particular reading at that particular time. Firm believer of that. A lot of times that's what I get. So come through. All right. You're supposed to hear what you're supposed to hear when you want to hear it, or when you're supposed to hear it. Now, also this Saturday, September 27th, I will be at Afro City out here in California at the Crenshaw Mall. I will be teaching yoga and doing clarity readings, energetic readings there. So please come through to stretch your body and to get clarity. Get your clarity, my dear. Come through. Yeah. Also on on October 5th and November 2nd, those are 2 Sundays. October 5th and October 2nd, I will be at the Oaks Club in Valencia for a free yoga class. So if you are in the Santa Clarita area, Valencia, come through. Register. I'll make sure to put everything on my website so that you're able to register and show up for free. It is a private club. You have to have a membership to show up. But if you RSVP, I can put you on the list as my guest so you can come and stretch for free as well. Come through. And then also on Friday, October 31st, that is Halloween from 6 to 9, my dear, I will be performing at the Oaks Club again. I'll be singing and performing from 6 to 9. Come and get some feel-good music. This last one was such a doozy on the 29th of August. I have fun, and I will be posting videos, pictures and videos of my performance. Honey, I got the spirit. I felt it. I went through. I went in. And it's so crazy because that week I ran into Bobby Brown. I actually met, shook hands, and took pictures. I'm going to also make sure you check out my newsletter. I've had some experiences, baby. Even though I've been off, hear me when I say, when you live in divine alignment, and you actually listen to your intuition, you tap into your spiritual team, and when your spiritual team tells you to move and groove, and you follow, and you listen, and you live in alignment, come through. Great blessings happen. Met some extraordinary people, not only in Hawaii, but also here at my club. And one of them was Bobby Brown. And I'm so grateful that I met him. He wasn't at my performance, which I kind of don't mind. Reason being is because I was singing his ex-wife's songs. So she's a Leo. So remember, I sang to honor the August birthdays. I sang Virgos, like I said, Michael Jackson, Amy Winehouse, but I also sang for the Leo, which was Whitney Houston and Louis Armstrong. So I got down, I did the damn thing, and maybe I'll share a clip of that. So beautiful spirit, I'm still boycotting Meta. So you can catch me on this YouTube channel. Please, again, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you can stay abreast of all things that come through. Check me out on Spotify, on my channel. All of that would be down below. Or you can catch me on TikTok, okay? So right now, those are still the platforms that I've been utilizing, and my website. So you can also get my newsletters, my emails, and also videos through that platform as well, my dear, for sure. So as always, continue to what? Shine your light. I'm a firm believer. If everyone was to shine their light, and I mean brightly shine their light, honey, no one would be in darkness, because you never know who you may inspire. People are watching, people are paying attention, people are noticing what you're doing, okay? Whether you believe it or not, whether they're children, whether they're even your fur babies, they'll watch you going through highs and lows, and how you handle it is how you're teaching them how to handle it. And it helps to attract energy that you want. So if you're thinking or dealing with negative people and thinking negative, guess what? You're attracting more. But if you're thinking positive and you're working with positive energy, you attract more positivity. Now, in general, with everything that's going on with this government, politics, international news, my dear, it is so important that you stay centered the best way you can, and stay as positive as best you can, and share positive energy, love, and compassion to the next person, because you never know how that can inspire to create a domino effect. I am a firm believer all of this can happen in a domino effect, and there are good people out here who are like-minded, and in the collective that wants the same thing. So it is your duty, it is my duty to keep inspiring and spreading this love and shining our light, if that is what you feel pressed to do. And it helps to attract more energy and positive energy for you. I really believe there will be a tide of change happening, like seriously. And again, drastic changes right here. I could see it. I could feel it. It is happening, honey. It is happening. I will, if I feel comfortable enough to really feel how I think it's going to happen, and divulge what I've been seeing and vision, all hell will probably break loose on my channel and YouTube. I might get in trouble with YouTube. But yeah, strong shifts are happening, my dear. So protect yourself, get yourself in the best alignment, keep working with your energy to be your best self, my dear. Until next time, all right? Till the next time I've come through, my dear. Like I said, check me out on all those different platforms. I love you. Mwah! Stay safe and sound. Until next time, when we will be, check this out. So we're going to get a double new moon. So although I did miss the new moon in Virgo, guess what? We get a second new moon in Virgo, and that is a rarity when that happens. So not only do we get this magical eclipse that happens every a year and a half of in between, and it's eclipse seasons, we're also getting another new moon. So we're going to get another new moon later on in September. Be ready for that. And I'll hopefully, if I'm not traveling or doing something, I'll be able to hit you on that one. All right. So, beautiful spirit, you take care of yourself. Till next time. Bye.